Radio.
Give it to me. I met a boy last week trying to run that game. Made it sound so sweet when he say my name. I said, boy, stop, run it back. You can talk that talk, but can you play that sax? Met a boss last night buying out the bar. Said I can ride top down in his Jaguar. I'm like, boy, stop, run that back. You can drive all night, but can you play that sax? Baby, baby, I've been waiting for no one to blow my mind. Baby, maybe you can get it if you got that thing I like. I need a skirt with the change rounds up. That type of red hot love that got me freezing. 'Cause say you can go all night the way you lay that track. But if you wanna hear me sing, you better play that sax. Give it to me. You better play that sax. Okay. Yeah. You better play that sax. Dude, last week, honey, he's so vain. Yeah, he been loving himself more than Kim and Ye. I'm like, boy, stop, run that back. Goddamn you, father, can you play that sax? Been a smart ass too, Mr. Know-It-All. Think you got flood down to a formula. I'm like, boy, stop, run it back. Pack a big guy, Cuba, can you play that sax? Baby, baby, I've been waiting for no one to blow my mind. Baby, maybe you can get it if you got that thing I like. I need a skirt with the change rounds up. That type of red hot love that got me freezing. 'Cause say you can go all night the way you lay that track. But if you wanna hear me sing, you better play that sax. Give it to me. Okay. Yeah. You better play that sax. Okay. Yeah. You better play that sax. Fancy cars or bass guitars, fellas in suits smoking on cigars. Those little boys making all that noise, but you ain't gon' steal the show. No fancy cars or bass guitars, fellas in suits smoking on cigars. Just play that song I know. Take a deep breath and blow. Get loose, get right, get a grip and rock me all night. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want with that sax. Get loose, get right, get a grip and rock me all night. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want with that sax. I need a stand up, with the change rounds up. The type of red hot love that got me freezing. Say you can go all night the way you lay that track. If you wanna hear me sing, if you wanna hear me sing, if you wanna hear me sing, you better play that sax. Give it to me. You better play that sax. You better play that sax. Get right, get a grip and rock me all night. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want. You better play that sax. Get right, get a grip and rock me all night. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want. You better play that sax. Get right, get a grip and rock me all night. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want with that sax.
Solihull Radio.
Everything's been so messed up here lately. Pretty sure he don't wanna be my baby. Oh, he don't love me, he don't love me, he don't love me, he don't love me, but that's okay. 'Cause I love me, I love me, I love me, I love myself anyway. Hey, everything's gonna be alright, everything's gonna be okay. It's gonna be a good, good life. That's what my therapist say. Everything's gonna be alright, everything's gonna be
falling into you, baby. Even electricity can't compare to what I feel when I'm with you. Oh, baby, giving up my ghost for you. Now I'm see-through. You give me a feeling so strong. I know you've been treating yourself wrong. So let me care for you. Ooh, baby, I'ma love you differently. I'll give you electricity, give it to you. And even if I could, I wouldn't turn on you. And I would stop the world for you. You know I wanna let you know I'll never let this feeling go. This love has no ceiling, I cannot deny. Even if I could, I wouldn't turn on you. And I would stop the world for you. And I wanna let you know I'll never let the feeling go. This love has no ceiling, I cannot. All I see is you lately. Wide awake and in my dreams, I see your face so vividly. Don't know what I do. Ooh, baby, if you only saw a friend in me, I'd be bittersweet. You give me a feeling so strong. I know you've been treating yourself wrong. So let me care for you. Ooh, baby, I'ma love you differently. I'll give you electricity, give it to you. And even if I could, I wouldn't turn on you. And I would stop the world for you. You know I wanna let you know I'll never let this feeling go. This love has no ceiling, I cannot deny. Even if I could, I wouldn't turn on you. And I would stop the world for you. And I wanna let you know I'll never let the feeling go. This love has no ceiling, I cannot deny. I feel electric, baby, so electric, baby. Wanna let you know. I think I'm ready, baby. Think I'm ready now. Electricity, I'm flying into you. Think electric, baby, so electric, baby. Wanna let you know. Think I'm ready, baby. Think I'm ready now. Electricity, I'm flying into you. Even if I could, I wouldn't turn on you. And I would stop the world for you. You know I wanna let you know I'll never let this feeling go. This love has no ceiling, I cannot deny. Even if I could, I wouldn't turn on you. And I would stop the world for you. And I wanna let you know I'll never let the feeling go. This love has no ceiling, I cannot deny. Feel electric, baby, so electric, baby. Wanna let you know. Think I'm ready, baby, think I'm ready now. Electricity. I feel electric, baby, so electric, baby. Wanna let you know. Think I'm ready, baby, think I'm ready now.
Solihull Radio.
I met a boy last week tryna run that game. Made it sound so sweet when he say my name. I said, boy, stop, run it back. You can talk that talk, but can you play that sax? Met a boss last night buying out the bar. Said I can ride top down in his Jaguar. I'm like, boy, stop, run that back. You can drive all night, but can you play that sax? Baby, I've been waiting for the one to blow my mind. Maybe you can get it if you got that thing I like. I need a stick up, put the whip, the chains round, so the type of red hot love that got me freezing. 'Cause say you can go all night the way you lay that check. But if you wanna hear me sing, you better play that. so vain, yeah, he been loving himself more than Kim and Ye. I'm like, boy, stop, run that back. Goddamn you, father, can you play that sax? With a smart ass you, Mr. Know-It-All, think you got flood down to a formula. I'm like, boy, stop, run it back. Back a big guy, Cuba, can you play that sax? Baby, baby, I've been waiting for the one to blow my mind. Oh, baby, maybe you can get it if you got that thing I like. I need a stick of Brooklyn with the chains round so the type of red hot love that got me freezing. 'Cause say you can go all night the way you lay that shit. But if you wanna hear me sing, you better play that sax. Give it to me. Okay. Yeah. You better play that sax. Okay. Yeah. You better play that sax. Fancy cars or bass guitars, fellas in suits smoking on cigars. Those little boys making all that noise, but you ain't gon' steal the show. No fancy cars or bass guitars, fellas in suits smoking on cigars. Just play that song I know. Take a deep breath and blow. Get loose, get right, get a grip and rock me all night. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want with that sax. Get loose, get right, get a grip and rock me all night. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want with that sax. I need a stick of Brooklyn with the chains round so the type of red hot love that got me freezing. Say you can go all night the way you lay that shit. If you wanna hear me sing, if you wanna hear me sing, if you wanna hear me sing, you better play that sax. Give it to me. You better play that sax. You better play that sax. Lean back, play what I want. You better play that sax. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want. You better play that sax.
Get right, get a grip and rock me all night.
Hold tight, lean back, play what I want with that sax.
Flourished with her amazing song Sax. And next up, we've got Cozy Little Christmas by Katy Perry.
Everybody's in a hurry, in a flurry, shopping till they're dropping in the snow. Kids are crying, dogs are barking, catching up with folks we barely know. Sure, it's madness, but it's magic. As soon as you hang up the mistletoe, 'cause you're the reason for the season. No, we don't need to keep up with the Jones. Our love is something priceless. I don't need diamonds, no sparkling things, 'cause you can't buy this feeling. Nothing lights my fire or runs me up, baby, like you do. Just want a cozy little Christmas here with you. So Mr. Santa, take the day off, get a massage, 'cause we got this one all under control. A little whiskey, we're getting frisky, and so dancing tonight King Cole. No, we ain't stressing, just caressing, warming up our popsicle toes. Nothing's missing, 'cause you're a blessing. Yeah, you're the only one I'm wishing for. Our love is something priceless. I don't need diamonds, no sparkling things, 'cause you can't buy this feeling. Nothing lights my fire or runs me up, baby, like you do. Just want a cozy little Christmas here with you. I don't need anything. Take back all the Cartier and the Tiffany's and the Chanel. Well, can I keep that Chanel? please. No, 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 no. I don't need diamonds, no sparkly things. 'Cause you can't buy this feeling. Nothing lights my fire or wraps me up, baby, like you do. Just want a cozy little Christmas here with you. Just you and me under a tree. A cozy little Christmas here with you.
Please, you know I rate queens. Yo, car that's in my jeans. I don't want grief, don't want drama. I just went out for a little Chinese. Had Chinese, then couldn't leave. I lost my phone and my cards and keys. Came home 4 o'clock. Walk back like a cheat.
To be right, you're lying. It's in your eyes. Don't try it. No, you can't hide. Have you lost your mind? Did I cross your mind? It's your life. I said I'd never let you waste my time. I said you'd never hear me say that twice. You crossed that line. You crossed that line. You know what you're doing. I won't listen to another excuse. This time you blew it. The people you use, jumping through hoops. I won't let you do it. You can't seduce me now. Who looks foolish? Sorry, but I know your type. I won't be undermined. I can take this down to the wire. Soon see a fight, fire with fire. Dig that grave, you're such a bad liar. Stakes getting higher and higher and higher and higher. Higher, 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 You'll be fine, stop crying. Try your eyes to fighting. Rest that mind, give yourself some time. You might like what you find. It's your life, and I said I'd never let you ruin mine. And I said I'd never ever pay that price. But you crossed the line. You crossed the line. Why did you do it? Why would you choose to use and abuse me this close to ruin? Why just stand by? Don't you dare roll your eyes. Why put me through it? Enough with the lies. I know what the truth is. Sorry, but I know your type. I won't be undermined. I can take this down to the wire. Soon see a fight, fire with fire. Dig that grave, you're such a bad liar. Stakes getting higher and higher and higher and higher. Higher, 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 higher.
potion. I'll make you fall in love. For a spell that can't be broken. One drop should be enough. Boy, you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's called black magic. Take a sip from a secret potion. One taste and you'll be mine. It's a spell that can't be broken. It'll keep you up all night. Boy, you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's called black magic. If you're looking for Mr. Right, need that magic to change him overnight. Here's the answer. Come and get it while you still got time. Get your boy on his knees and repeat after me. Say, take a sip from a secret potion. I'll make you fall in love. For a spell that can't be broken. One drop should be enough. Boy, you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's called black magic. Take a sip from a secret potion. One taste and you'll be mine. It's a spell that can't be broken. It'll keep you up all night. Boy, you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's called black magic. All the girls on the block knocking at my door.
I got the recipe.
Wanna know what it is? Make the boys want more.
Now you belong to me.
All the girls on the block knocking at my door.
I got the recipe.
Wanna know what it is? Make the boys want more.
Now you belong to me.
Take a sip from a secret potion. I'll make you fall in love. For a spell that can be broken. One drop should be enough. Boy, you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's called black magic. Take a sip from a secret potion. One taste and you'll be mine. It's a spell that can't be broken. It'll keep you up all night. Boy, you belong to me. I got the recipe and it's called black magic.
Solihull Radio.
You're listening to The Debate with Matt O'Neill and Emily Howard. Good evening, Solihull, and welcome to The Big Debate with me, Matt O'Neill, and my beautiful co-host.
It's Emily.
It's Emily. How are we doing?
I'm doing good. I'm a bit flustered, to be honest, because we just got stuck in some Solihull Christmas traffic.
We did, didn't we?
It was hardcore. It was hardcore Solihull Christmas traffic. Because I don't know what it is about December, but it's just like people remember that they have cars.
A car.
Yeah, and they just start going out at random
Oh, look,
times.
a Ford.
Oh, look.
I'm going to drive
Ford
it.
Fiesta. Let's take it out. But yeah, it's just like, why? It took me so long to get here. But I'm not going to complain about that, residents of Solihull. It's not your fault, so...
It is.
I mean, it is, but...
Stop driving.
Yeah.
But
Stop driving.
tonight is a very, very special kind of show.
Very
we
special.
are basically using you as guinea pigs right now. We are trialing out an idea we have. We're doing a big debate show, sort of kind of like a podcast. And it's going to run for the full duration until 8 p.m. We're going to be talking about various topics from serious to non-serious to if you think they're serious. I mean, if you have a topic, you can always send it in to us. You know how to
Please
reach
do.
us. Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. Kim Possible. Yeah, I love
That used to
that
be my
show.
ringtone when I was really young.
Dun,
Yeah,
dun, 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 dun.
yeah, the text tone. Yeah, I thought I was so cool.
Mine was to be fair, this was only like 3 years ago or like
So-
2 years ago. You know the dun 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 dun, that iPhone one.
Oh yeah.
Mine went dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. It was the Fifth Harmony song.
so
It was so
amazing.
good. Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
I think some people had that one, but like a dubstep remix of that. When I
Yeah,
was, like,
some
when I
people
was
had
kid.
like
So
Shape of
funny.
You in that. Like recently, I'm like, oh God, get you. Sorry.
Gosh,
Then my
everyone's just
phone
so
wiped
cool
and lost my
original.
ringtone. I was like, cheers.
That
But anyway,
horror.
so it's a different show. We are going to be talking from every sort of style of topic that you can think of. So please get in touch with us. Please tell us what you think. We are using this as a trial show. So get in touch, get in touch, get in touch.
Sorry, what was it? Get in touch? I'm not sure because you didn't repeat
No,
it
it
enough
was
times.
please braid my hair on a Tuesday. No, everybody get in touch. Tweet us. We've already had some tweets coming in. And thank you so much for listening at the moment. But we're going to kick it off with one of our first topics. Now, neither of us have really seen these topics. They are genuinely
Off the
pulled
cuff.
out of thin air, off the cuff.
I'm nervous, to be honest. I don't know what's
I
going to
know.
happen.
Do you know what? Me too, because I have to read them as well.
Yeah, but you have some idea because I'm just going in blind. It's like the
I
blind
mean,
leading
I
the
have
blind.
some idea. Literally, like I read the first one and was like, "Oh, good list."
Okay, great.
So, first one, we are going to hit it very, very hard.
Oh no.
And it's just in like, I thought we'll do a couple of animal questions first. Because
Okay.
with all the David Attenborough shows and everything
Uh-huh.
going on. And we'll touch on you liking Stacey Dooley in a minute.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So just to introduce us, this is The Debate with Matt O'Neill and Emily Howard. So our first topic is cloning animals ethical?
Right. And also, when you say it's a debate, does that mean that each of us should take a side? Or is it just that
No,
we're
I just think we
discussing?
should genuinely just discuss. We might agree on some things, we might
Okay.
disagree.
Mhm.
This is just the nature of this, you know.
Yep.
Two people.
Is it ethical? It's a great question, Matt. Do you know
I
of
know.
Dolly the sheep?
I thought you were going to be like, do you know what ethical means? I was going to be like, no, not really.
The definition. Do you know Dolly the sheep?
Yeah, I do.
So,
The one
yeah.
that got cloned.
So Dolly the sheep is like the first successful living clone animal. Was a sheep, R.I.P., rest in peace, Dolly. I think she got to about 3 years old and then died of like reasonably natural causes. But I think there's a definite result
Reasonably
of being a clone.
kind of worries me there.
Yeah,
though.
I think like things that wouldn't usually happen with a sheep, but kind of accelerated by the fact that she was a clone sheep.
Oh, so Dolly's dead.
So Dolly has died, yes, R.I.P.
So
actually,
both Dolly's died.
Oh, actually, that's a great question. I don't know really what happened to the original.
No, did they like bin the original?
They're
We've
like,
got Dolly
we've got
now.
a clone now. We don't need this one. But Dolly, like the stuffed version of Dolly, was actually on show at the University of Edinburgh a couple of years ago, in this very disturbing like glass, like what am I looking for? Like a glass box. Like if you're going to a museum and you see an
like a
artifact,
perspex
she was
thing.
in a box, but just like very slowly spinning around and like underlit with
I
this
mean,
like
that
blue light.
actually is really weird.
Very creepy. I don't know if it's ethical. I think in terms of like how humans are destroying the planet.
I mean, to be fair, side note on that, right?
Yeah.
I work with this guy called Matt as well.
That's
And he
weird.
was like, he's from me. He's really nice. He was like, me and my missus go to this thing every year. And it's about dead bodies.
Okay.
It's dried dead bodies on display. And
Okay.
was genuinely showing me pictures while I was eating a Pret macaroni and cheese.
Mate.
I've
There
never
are better
been.
times to show you pictures of
When I
dried
say
bodies.
like, you think, I'm just going to be on skeletons. No, they were full on like,
Oh, that is gross.
I was like, why have you taken pictures?
why have you done this?
I
Was it an
felt-
exhibition? Is it in London?
No, it comes to the
Uh,
NEC every year.
Oh.
We should go and just take
Yeah,
our
just-
microphones.
yeah. And here we have another dead body.
What's your name? Stanley?
Good one.
But
Oh,
yeah, so
maybe.
cloning animals. I don't obviously know a lot about it.
Mm-hmm.
You clearly do. You're an expert.
Oh, mate. No,
But I
I'm
just
just
think-
a fan of Dolly.
I just think, is that necessary? Because if they start cloning humans, then is there really any point to life?
Wow, we've really gone in hard here, haven't we? Is there any point to life? I think like again, I don't really know as much about it as I would like. But if it, like in terms of what I was saying before about like destroying the planet, like if cloning animals is more ecologically sustainable and like environmentally legit, if that's a better way because our demand for food and, you know, like clothing textures and other things that we get from animals, if that is so high, then if cloning is a way to do that potentially gives the animal like a better life or means that we're causing less emissions or there's less space being taken, I don't really know. If that's a part of it, then I think I'd be pretty keen for it. But it does also just creep me out. And I think that's a big part of it as well.
And it's like the part of me kind of feels like, you know how, I know this sounds silly, I am a meat eater. I'm not as good as you.
Oh, no. It's not good or bad. It's all good.
Yeah, get out my space. So I'm a meat eater. And there is a point about me that I really like the free range. You know, it's had its
Yes.
life. It's had, hopefully, I hope, touch wood.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, going big, go hard or go home. And it's really had a great time. It's been in its field. It's, you know, been free. It's kind of experienced life a little bit. Whereas I feel like this is now genuinely, I know we breed things for slaughter anyway, but that is like breeding for parts times 1,000.
Yeah, but then like, is that maybe, even though it's like a less natural process, like in terms of how animals do get treated in like factory farms and, you know, your free range chickens and things like that, like it depends. I mean, probably we need to know more about the cloning process, because I don't really know how that happens, but if it means that the life of the animal is like less traumatic or less environmentally horrifying, then maybe it would be good. But then I guess it also, so if you clone, here's a question, if you clone an animal, is it so for example, I actually don't really know this about Dolly, do they come into the world like at the same age, or is it that they've been cloned and then they start as a baby?
I think
and
they
then
like
grow?
start as a baby
And then grow.
but do they have the same mind and memories? Like if I went to a farm on a school trip, right, when I was like, you know, young, kicked original Dolly and was like, damn, you're an ugly sheep.
Would then Dolly,
Is new Dolly going to be like, oh my God, I've got it in for
Remember
this
that
kid.
time.
Like, I'm coming for you.
Yeah. In London, it's really funny because they have so many like urban farms, which are literally just so that kids can go to these farms and know what animals are. Because obviously
That's
if you live in
crazy.
London,
Yeah,
like you don't
yeah.
know what a cow is, which I just think is so sad, but also really sweet that they get to go. Like, this is that's a cow. Check that out.
Well, I
mean,
think we should leave this one as
in terms of being ethical, I'm not really
maybe.
sure. We'd need to know more info, but if it's environmentally sustainable.
So I'm on the fence with it. You know,
Yeah.
I actually haven't really improved my knowledge on it, and I haven't really got much more feelings about it than I started with. So the next one takes a bit of a different turn on us, and it is social media. Do the pros outweigh the cons? I mean, that eye roll was so bad. I was like,
an eye roll
"Excuse
from me. I don't know. With social media, you just got to be careful. It just depends how
Right,
you
so
use it.
We've got. Oh, sorry, I got a message.
Oh well, Mr. Popular. over here.
I know, bite me. So,
No thanks.
so let's weigh the pros and the cons, right?
Okay. So for me, the main pro is that I lived in Australia for most of my life. So a lot of my friends and family don't live here. So being able to be on social media and see the things that my friends are up to, and they can see what I'm up to, that's really nice for me. I'm also a performer, which means that I need social media to promote my own things. And it also means that I get to see more events. I see what's going on. Like a lot of my social calendar is ruled by social media.
Yeah.
Those are pretty much all the pros for me. And also can be really funny.
Also experiences.
Yeah.
I know that sounds
true.
silly, but you'll see, like, if you, let's say, go for some wicked afternoon tea somewhere with, like, you know, smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. Which I often do.
I know, that's why I brought it up. I might be like, oh my God, I've got to try that place. Or, you know, a new Bear Grylls exhibition opens at the NEC. Nice little plug there, paid sponsor.
Nice.
And I want to go then. Do you know what I mean? So it does give you opportunity to do things in your life.
It does.
But
also, I wouldn't be on Solihull Radio right now if it wasn't for social media. Because
neither would I. That's how I found about
this.
it. I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah, I've got pretty much all of my jobs at the moment. Let's think. Yeah, all of my current paying jobs are from seeing them on social media.
Me too. And all of like my previous presenting history is through social media. It's crazy.
I think that's quite a lot of the pros, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's a great tool for work.
Yeah.
I think it's a great tool for socialization. And I do think it's a great kind of way of broadening your horizon in like work, life, socializing, like the whole thing. Take social media away from this world, we wouldn't survive.
Whoa, big call. I also, to be fair, get all of my information about what's going on in the world from Twitter. Because I don't really watch the news because it scares me.
No, Twitter is so fast.
And also with Twitter as well, with the Twitter moments, a lot of people don't like moments, but I think they're actually really great because I feel like I live in a bit of a bubble like a
Yeah.
lefty bubble where everyone feels the same as me, everyone thinks the same, blah blah blah. I surround myself with people that, I don't know, like politically in line with what I believe, I guess. So it's quite nice on Twitter sometimes to see like the other side of that and to see the arguments of the other side, because sometimes you're just like preaching to the choir, I guess. So it's sometimes nice to
definitely.
see the full range of human opinion on these types of things.
However,
and also it's very funny.
there is a dark side to social media.
There is indeed.
Like a huge one.
Mhm.
And a couple of them are like, you never know who is who on social media. Like, I think social media is the cause of so much unhappiness nowadays.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Like, I personally have never ever become unhappy from social media, because I feel like, not in a weird way, but I feel like I was socialized as a child not to care about it. Like, I would play out with my friends. I never ever played video games.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
I'm
great.
kind of, I feel like you're similar, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess so. I was like,
Like in the outback, you know,
Yeah.
just rolling around with your snakes and stuff.
but also like I only got Facebook when I was in like year 9, so I think that's
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
like
yeah.
year, how old was I then? Like 15, 16. Whereas
Whoa.
now kids have it from so young.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, now they do.
Or their parents make
I know
baby
there's like
baby Facebook
like
accounts for them.
6-year-olds on Instagram doing like makeup
Terrifying.
tutorials is crazy.
I think the biggest thing that I have with social media is that it's not real. Like I really try with my social media presence to be quite legitimate with how I'm feeling, but
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
try and be quite satirical.
yeah, and to just kind of not always show like the sunny side up, because it can be so like in terms of when you said just before that you had never been upset by social media, or like it's never really
Yeah.
terrible. I think that especially at this point in my life, being like mid-20s and feeling a bit unsettled and not really know what's going on, and because I'm
like,
a performer as well.
fulfilled a little, and you want to be somewhere that you like know is attainable, but it's like
Uh-huh.
not happening because you can't do anything about it.
Exactly. And like it's like this craving to just be so impressive.
Yeah.
And like all these people around you are like, I'm posting on Instagram and look how pretty I am and look
Oh my
how
god, wow, they've
successful
done
I'm
so
doing.
well.
Wow,
Like,
wow.
oh my god, I'm 18 and I'm already running the country.
It's
Like,
like fantastic.
and I'm 18 and I'm collecting bins.
Yeah.
You know, like
So
that's,
we've all
there's
got
nothing
our
wrong with that.
And I think it's just the ultimate comparing is despairing, because you just see what everyone else is doing, and I find it very easy to get into a bit of a hole and be like, everyone else around me is achieving all these things and I'm just a blob sitting here. But then posting a photo on Instagram where I'm like, hey, everything's great, wait, you know, it's very easy to do that.
Literally.
So I think that's my main thing with, and also yeah, it's not real, is it? Like, it's not.
No, it's not.
not
It
your
genuinely
life.
isn't. Like, and that's why. So I try and be quite satirical with my posts. I
Mhm.
never really care about like my likes. Like, if I get what I get.
I
Who
get what
cares?
I get.
I'm just blessed to like get good likes.
Hashtag
you know.
blessed, yeah.
Hashtag like people love me. But like going down my Instagram, my last photo was me and a sheep. No, it's not Dolly.
Amazing.
Hashtag not Dolly.
Whoa, that's so relevant.
Yeah, I know.
Did you plan that?
No. And my caption was moo. I'm a
Amazing.
sheep.
Hilarious.
My next was with Val from Bake Off.
Oh, I'm
Like
so
my
sad I
caption was
didn't meet her.
interviewing the Beyonce of baking.
Yeah, incredible.
You know, like
Are you
I
just
try and-
promoting your own social media here? This is
I
just
mean,
what's
yeah,
happening.
sure, but like I really try and make it funny. Like,
yeah, and
funny
there
for me.
definitely are people that do that, but there's also people who are just, you know, really putting forth this image that is not legit. And just,
This is
yeah.
Gina. She is my
Oh.
unicorn. We are very happy.
Oh, another great post from
You're
Matt
not
there.
laughing. You're meant to be like, ha ha ha. You're so funny.
Very funny.
Um,
I see social media as a necessary evil. That's what I see it as, like something that I need to promote myself in this ridiculous industry that I've chosen. Matt's not even listening to what I'm saying. He's just laughing at his own Instagram feed.
Sorry,
You are
me and the,
the
Eiffel
devil.
Tower. So fuming. That tower is in my picture, and it's a real Eiffel.
Oh, okay, that's actually very funny.
That's so funny. No,
Yeah,
you're
guys.
just doing that to like powder my ego.
No. Actually, that is a genuinely funny joke. I'll give you that.
Yeah, like
That's
I
funny
just
stuff.
find myself really funny. But anyway, my
It's
phone's been
good,
put
it's
down. Oh my
good.
god, I'm like dying. So yeah, social media is really good, but there are huge dangers about it, and I do think we are too reliant on it.
Like so much. It scares me. Apparently, I don't actually have this, but there's a setting on your iPhone now that you can track how long you're spending.
Oh
on-
yeah, I do that.
Yeah, and it can give you like a notification.
Shall
if
I
you're
show
spending
you?
Too long.
Get your
Yeah.
phone up and pull up Instagram.
I actually, sorry. I actually don't think I have the most recent update, so I can't.
So
do
if you
that.
go on, just try it. Go onto your profile, and we'll try this. Everyone at home,
This
if
is
you're
a
listening,
tutorial
you
at
should
home
try
as
it,
well.
and this will just
But then
open
it's
our
also
eyes.
it just also really scares me because I hate how much time I spend on it, but I do inevitably spend quite a lot of time on it.
So the reason why I'm telling you to do this is because I set around 6 weeks ago now a timer that I could only spend 30 minutes a day on Instagram.
Okay.
And you might be like, oh my God, 30 minutes. That's so long.
It's actually not though, is it?
Really, it's not.
It's so disappointing. Are we on
so-
settings? Is that what we're going
So
for?
go on to your profile on Instagram.
Yeah.
Are you on Instagram?
Yeah. And then I'm on settings.
Don't go on settings. Just
Oh.
click on that 3 sidebar in the top right-hand corner.
Yes. Yeah.
Your activity. Do you have that?
No, I don't think I have the
Damn.
update.
So you go on your activity.
This is for everyone at
and
home.
it
Follow
tells
along.
you. So like on Friday, I spent 32 minutes on the app.
Okay.
On Saturday, I spent 16 minutes on the app.
That's great. Well done.
On Sunday, I did 30. Monday, I did 22. Today and yesterday, yesterday I did an hour and 7 minutes.
See, that's just like if you check it like 3 times
But
a day.
I was
for 10
messaging,
minutes.
I was using it because I went out last night and I used it to message my friends a lot. I didn't text them, I used
I
Instagram.
see.
And today I spent 35 minutes on it already.
Right. It's scary how it adds up. I think that's the
Yeah.
thing that really scares me, that I'll be like, okay, I'll just spend 10 minutes and then I'll look at the clock again and it's been 25, 30 minutes
Yeah,
and I
it's a
haven't even
black
noticed.
hole.
And I think the most frustrating thing for me is when I'm just scrolling and in my head I'm saying, Emily, stop it.
Yeah,
Like,
you're doing too much.
I'm not getting anything from this in terms of like education, in terms of happiness. I'm not even reading. I'm just scrolling. It's because like the attraction of the blue light is
It's
so
crazy.
It's actually like there's a lot of studies that's very, very addictive. And it's just, I think that's the thing that I hate most about it, that I feel like I don't have control over it because I'm addicted to it.
Yeah.
It's
No, I
crazy.
completely get it. I
Yeah.
think it's I think it's a difficult one though, but I believe, so my final verdict on that question, social media, do the pros outweigh the cons? Yes, they do.
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, for me, a necessary evil. is how
I mean,
will-
there's no fundamental huge flaw with it that's ruining our society about it. It just needs reforming, I believe.
Yeah, and it's a very personal journey as well. So-
I know. I found myself through
Yeah,
Twitter.
depending on how long you spend.
Exactly.
Mm.
But so that's our verdict. We are going for social media completely. We are unanimously decided on a pro.
Way.
You are listening to the debate with Matt O'Neill and Emily Howarth here on Solihull Radio. So if you have recently just joined us, we are doing a big debate this evening. It is all about all the topics we believe are, random. We don't know what we are going to talk about. We are just pulling out what's coming to mind. If you guys want to get involved, like so many of you are already on Twitter, why don't you tweet us? Why don't you Facebook us? Why don't you Snapchat us? We don't have Snapchat, but Snapchat us.
Yeah, go for it.
I
Speaking
mean-
of the evils of social media, use it to contact us.
Exactly. Just do it and we will talk about your suggestion, or if you want to chime in on any of our views, if you think we're wrong, let us know, because we really, really want to hear your opinion.
Yeah, rip us a new one, guys.
Excuse me. So the next topic is probably a divisive one that Emily hopefully is opposed to me on my view, because I am very
Ooh.
publicly for this. Are the Kardashians good role models? Yes or no?
Okay, so I know how you feel about the Kardashians.
Okay.
I do. Okay.
I'm completely open to people's opinions on them,
I-
because isn't everyone?
I, to be honest, have very little opinion on the Kardashians. I'm sorry. I just have Is the question if they're good role models?
Are the Kardashians good role models? Yes or no?
I mean, they're very good businesswomen.
Mhm.
They've made an empire for themselves.
Yeah.
That's very enviable and very skillful. They've really made a brand for themselves, which is also
Just cut to the
interesting.
no.
I just literally don't know. My instinct is to say no because of I like the like unrealistic kind of aesthetic
Yeah, I get you.
that they produce. But then that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's not necessarily an evil thing. But in terms of like young girls seeing them and feeling inferior, I feel like that's potentially not a great role models. But I don't know enough about them
It's
as
just
people
really difficult
to
isn't
make a
it?
comment
Yeah.
on it.
So I think it's hard because I would say both of us are quite extroverted people.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say.
I would say we're both comfortable people.
As in comfortable with who we are.
Yeah, and I just think we're
yeah.
both very like I can't speak for you obviously because we haven't known each other all like, you know, that long.
You wouldn't know. Just
No.
get on like a house on fire.
I know. Oh my god, it's burning. So that's tickled you. But I've never ever I can say that had a really 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 depressing moment in my life, and I know that sounds really really like, oh my god, you must have, like I felt sadness and I felt you know like emotion, but I just think I'm quite a happy person, and things just, you know, life is what you make it. Obviously life can be really tough, but I do agree that obviously some people look at it and think, oh, I can't be like them, I'm not pretty enough, I'm like ugly, I haven't got the assets to make the money they make, they have a great life and I'm here with nothing. And I get that, but I just think you should take it with a pinch of salt. Like,
Yeah.
they are there to entertain. Like, at the end of the day, they are entertainers. Yeah, they're businesswomen and they are great businesswomen, but they are entertainers first and foremost. They started on a TV show, and that TV show is purely, it's reality.
Was Keeping Up with the Kardashians, that's the first TV show that they did?
Yeah.
And was that before any of them were really famous?
Yeah, that is what.
So is that
that's what
why they're
initially
famous?
made them famous. Obviously, people can bat around that. Oh, it was because, you know, Kim Kardashian hung around with Paris Hilton, who was the it girl of the moment. She was spotted with her a lot, so you know she built up a bit of a profile for herself. Then obviously that sex tape got found out, but she was still a nobody. She's still like, you know, someone in nowadays. She'd probably only have, you know, 30,000 followers on Instagram, which isn't that many. You know, as a celebrity,
But yeah.
goes. Then when that all came out and there was a tiny bit of buzz about her, they offered her a TV show about her and her family. And that's what, you know, hit the big time.
That's what happened. Right. Okay. That makes more sense.
You just have to take it with a pinch of salt. And do I think they're good role models? Fundamentally, yes. Do I think they have flaws? Doesn't everybody, you know?
Yeah,
doesn't everybody?
definitely.
Like, I think, you know, the plastic surgery and everything, it's like, I'm really cool with them getting it because I wouldn't mind a nose job. But I'm get where people come from, where you shouldn't publicize it and be like, you know, you shouldn't morph your face, just, you know. But they're in that industry. We both know, we both feel it. If you're having a picture taken 24/7, you want to look your best.
And also that's like a personal choice, and you should have agency to do whatever you want to your body, and that's completely fine.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it becomes a bit complicated, because in terms of their social media presence as well, posting all the photos that they do and the like how they present their own aesthetic, is they should be able to do whatever they want to do. They should be able to post photos where they look incredible, because they do look incredible. But it's just like the impact that has on especially young girls, I would say, like looking at them. But yeah, it does get very complicated. I guess like role models is quite an interesting way of putting it, because you know, your classic role models are not like them, but the world is changing very quickly.
That's the thing. And for the capitalist society we live in now, great big word for me. They've made great money. They're like really wanted by everyone, you know, they're like in demand. So yeah, they are. If you got offered their life and you got offered, you know, to have their lifestyle and do their job, if you turned it down, you're a fool.
I would turn it down. I wouldn't want to have that.
Really?
Yeah, no, that doesn't interest me at all. Like nothing. The only reason I would take it is so that I could then have the amount of money that they have and use it to fund my small feminist art projects.
That's
like,
what I mean. No, but do you get what? That's what I mean. So you would would take it. I'm not saying that you would do it and just then, you know, keep pushing bubble tea.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, as in, you would,
Kanye West.
you would have their life. I'm not saying you have to, you know, marry who they've married, but like their fundamental rise, and then you'd fund your like
strange
stuff you're
weird
passionate about.
Stuff, yeah.
It's weird, like it is, but that would give you the platform to go to so many people with your like comedy.
Can you imagine?
I know, dumped.
Taking
the Broadway
world
show.
That's the dream. That's it.
That's the dream, Matt. That's the dream.
That's the dream. What fair? I quite like that topic. You know, I didn't know how that was.
Yeah, no, that was a good topic. I think because it's so relevant and because we're both youthful.
Because we're both full of youth.
So yeah, we are going to take a very, very short break, but after this song, we are going to come back with loads more topics. So make sure you stick around for the debate with Matt O'Neill and Emily Howarth.
I'ma make one stop for you, and you only got one shot, don't ignore you. 'Cause I'm so choosy, choosy, yeah, yeah. I say I'm too bougie, bougie, yeah, yeah. So I'ma give you one shot, go ahead, pour it. You know that I feel you. Say you wanna get familiar, but I got tunnel vision, tunnel vision. I like what I see, but that don't mean I wait. No, 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 no. I need something real, yeah. Flashing your wrist on your rolly, rolly, like your time is precious. Talking to me, say show me, boy, you better. So I'ma make one stop for you, and you only got one shot, don't ignore ya. 'Cause I'm so choosy, choosy, yeah, yeah. Fancy I'm too bougie, bougie, yeah, yeah. So I'ma give you one shot, go ahead, pour it. But you only got one shot, gotta give me all you got. So I'ma make a little time for you. But baby, you only got one shot, one shot. I wanna get to know ya. It's so hard to ignore ya, but no one ever make bad decisions, bad decisions. I don't need your hands to catch the rhythm, no, 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 no. We got something for sure, yeah. Holding your chain like it's holy, holy. I'm a blessing, blessing. Still talking to me, say show me, boy, you better. So I'ma make one stop for you, and you only got one shot, one shot, oh yeah. 'Cause I'm so choosy, choosy, yeah, yeah. Man, say I'm too bougie, bougie, yeah, yeah. So I'ma give you one shot, go ahead, pour it. But you only got one shot, gotta give me all you got. So I'ma make a little time for you. But baby, you only got one shot, one shot. Give me all you got. You stay right there, I'll be right back. Turn this one shot into a nightcap. Too much talking, why you like that? You only get one shot, so baby, where you at? You still with me, gotta pay attention, 'cause we get a good thing. If you learn your lesson, I'ma make sure that you don't forget it. I'ma make sure that you don't regret it. I'ma make one stop for you, and you only got one shot, don't ignore ya. Oh, you only got. 'Cause I'm so choosy, choosy, yeah, yeah. I say I'm too bougie, bougie, yeah, yeah. So I'ma give you one shot, go ahead, pour it. Only got one shot, what you gonna do? Only got one shot, gotta give me all you got. So I'ma make a little time for you. But baby, you only got one shot, one shot.
Fields is one of the region's most respected law firms with more than 120 years' experience. Winners of the Chamber of Commerce Excellence in Professional Services Award and High Growth Business of the Year Award. We have over 150 experts working across 8 regional offices, all dedicated to finding you real solutions. Get to know us better at thursfields.co.uk.
Solihullradio.com.
Hi there, I'm Joan Smith and I'm passionate about helping businesses grow. I'm an impartial broker working with experts in all areas of business support. I can support your business through different areas, for example, grants, loans, apprenticeships or training or general business advice. Get in touch via gintro.co.uk. Thanks a million.
Parkview in Shirley is a stunning residential development of 27 two-bedroom apartments. Modern, stylish and luxurious, the exceptionally high-quality properties are centrally located and next to the popular high street, with plenty of bars, restaurants and shops, and an enviable view of Shirley Park. Parkview is an ideal home for first-time buyers as it's supported by the Help to Buy scheme and requires just a 5% deposit. Created to exacting standards, the apartments have allocated parking and cycle storage. With prices starting at £190,000, Parkview is superb value for money. For more information and contact details, visit parkviewshirley.co.uk.
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
Indian Dream on Dove House Parade, Solihull's premier family-run restaurant offering authentic Indian and Bangladeshi cuisine with fresh ingredients and creative chefs. They can provide bespoke dining experiences, eat in or take away. 0121 704 9058.
Solihull Radio. Solihull Radio.
Welcome back to the debate with Matt O'Neill and Emily Howarth, everybody. And this is a very, very new concept. So here we go. You're listening to the debate with Matt O'Neill and Emily Howarth. So just a very, very quick plug to everybody. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to get in touch with us, you can so by Twitter, by text, by phone. If you guys want to phone and join the conversation, you are more than welcome to. The number to call is 0121 70 40 185. We are going to dive straight back in with some more topics. And they are, we're going to do some more lighthearted ones, some more non-lighthearted ones. It's just going to be,
Oh, mixed bag.
Mixed bag. So, the next one, right?
I'm ready.
Y'all ready for this? So, Team Angelina or Team Jennifer?
I have Jennifer all the way.
You know what we're on about, right?
Yeah. Are you saying I'm not relevant?
Kind of.
Yeah. In so many words. Yeah. Well, Jennifer all the way. I'm with Jennifer Soz. I mean, based on like pretty much nothing. Because Angelina and Brad cheated, didn't they?
Yeah,
Had
I
an
know.
affair. So
it's so wrong. I get it. It is wrong. However, I mean, if Angelina and him did share a love that, captivated Hollywood. So I kind of feel like Jennifer shouldn't have stood in the way.
Whoa.
I love Jennifer Aniston though.
Truth
She's
bombs.
amazing.
Yeah, so do I. I just feel like there's better ways to go about that, If they did share a love that changed Hollywood, then maybe just give Jennifer Aniston a heads up before you do anything.
By the way, babes, we're together.
We're done.
And on that note as well, you might completely feel... So we've got two more things related to that question.
Okay.
The next one is Seinfeld or Friends?
Again, a difficult question. I don't particularly know very much about Angelina Jolie, so I think she's quite a sound person. I think she's just quite love for charity. So I kind of I support her now, but maybe just that decision was not the best. Well, I grew up with Friends, and it is like... It was my the show of my soul. Yeah. But now when I watch it, I'm a bit like, meh. So I feel like it's still got to be Friends. But I think Seinfeld is objectively a better show. But
really?
Like in terms of comedy, in terms of like being funny.
I've never watched an episode of Seinfeld.
The thing with Seinfeld, I haven't really watched much of it. I think it was... Well, like the tagline is that it's like a show about nothing. Like it was one of the first proper like sitcoms, and it's very funny. Everyone in it is fantastic, and I think the great thing about Seinfeld is that it like really builds. So if you have watched from the first season, there's like inside jokes that continue on. So if you've watched from early on, they'll like mention things that happened in the first season. If you're on season 6, they follow it, which is really exciting and a great way to make television.
I get it.
Yeah, but again, I haven't really watched that in terms of like if it's politically okay. But I just every time, but like every time I watch Friends now, they make a joke that's just number one, not funny, and number two, kind of offensive. And it just really, I'm just like, it's just disappointing.
Oh,
to
I
me.
see. I didn't find that because I only recently just finished Friends about 2 years ago.
See, that's incredible to me. That's crazy.
So you asked 18-year-old me, and I'd never ever watched a full episode of Friends in my life.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, and it's
see,
only...
like, I think that
Sorry, I was about I was about 16 and a half. Sorry,
16
I was
and
in
a half.
I was in I remember being in my media classroom in college. And I said, "Oh, I've never watched an episode of Friends." Every single person in the room was like, "Oh, yeah." Blah, 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 blah. So I started watching it, and obviously it wasn't available to stream then. So I was buying like these cheap DVDs off
my
like
gosh,
Amazon.
Yes.
And like
those were the days, man. Then you had to really commit to a show. Like you really
so I
had
got
the
to
love.
like season 5.
Yeah. Okay.
And then like I was probably 18 by this time, so it took me a year and a half to get to season 5.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and then I kind of like, for some reason, then I got to kind of like season 7, and because I was like trying to find it on Comedy Central and things like that, so I was slowly building
Gosh,
it up.
how strange! It just is.
And then Netflix dropped it.
Netflix,
and
but they're
finished
taking it away soon, I think.
They've just renewed it for another year.
Oh, that's fantastic.
For
But
£100 million.
Oh my Lord,
that's extortion.
That's ridiculous. I have a friend who's my age, so she's like 24, and she'd never watched Friends, and it was just incomprehensible to me. And she'd started watching it because it was on Netflix, and I was just like, you don't know what happens, man. Like I would love to watch it again, not knowing what happened.
Question for you then, quickly.
Yeah, okay.
While you're saying that, because it's nice to know that you grew up with it and everything. When you first watched the last episode, were you as emotional as everyone makes out?
Yeah, I was like beside myself.
Like, did you cry?
Yeah, definitely. I think the thing is, so I think the last episode aired when I think it was from 1994 to 2004. So I was quite young when it aired. But when I first watched the first one, the last one, God, getting confused. When I first watched the last one, I was very, very emotional. And I don't know, like still it really makes me very happy and nostalgic, and it reminds me of a very like nice time in my life. And I still, whenever I put it on, if I'm feeling anxious or a bit stressed or whatever, Friends like soothes me.
So I was waiting for this blow away last episode, right? Because everybody has banged on about it. You know, it's made
right? It's
it's like in the top 50 greatest episodes like ever made. And I was so underwhelmed.
Yeah, to be fair, nothing really happens.
Nothing happens.
But like, she got off the plane.
But I didn't find that, because that has happened for 10 seasons long, and I was kind of a bit done with it. I wanted her to get on the plane, go to Paris, do her thing, get really famous, and live her best life without the man who owned the monkey. Like, seriously, it really winds me up.
I think it's actually quite true. Like looking at it in that way. It's like you should have gone to Paris, babe.
You got offered a great fashion job, but you got off the plane for a man who likes dinosaurs and monkeys.
It's taken him 10 years to make this decision. I mean, yeah, it is a bit bad, and really, I think. Really, all the jokes, like today I watched one where Joey's learning how to dance or something, and the amount of jokes about him being gay or him being a sissy or him being a girl were just not funny and offensive and annoying. And it just, I find it still really funny to watch, and some episodes are completely fine. But for me, the hardest thing is Chandler, because Chandler is my favorite, and I feel like Chandler taught me a lot. Like he's like, I don't know, I love Chandler so much. And then barely an episode goes by without him making a joke about homosexuality or about being girly or about
Chandler looks the worst in real life now.
Age
has been the most unkind to him. Out of all of them.
Much.
Courtney Cox looks a bit plastic. Jennifer looks the best. But he in particular looks like time has not treated him as fairly as the others.
And also, I was watching Friends today. Like, this is the thing, like, it's on all the time, isn't it? And you just continue to watch it. No matter how much it annoys me now, I just will still watch it and still passionately love it.
Because it's a great time filler.
It really is.
You can have it on in the background and not even pay attention and be like, oh, ha, 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 ha.
I used to say that if I was ever on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, that Friends would be my topic, because I know so much about
Eurovision would be mine.
Yeah. We should do that one week. We should do a big old quiz. Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's really sad.
But I was watching it today, and
or the Kardashians.
Either
that
way.
would actually be mine. I would ace that.
Chandler, like the actor, like Matthew Perry, his appearance from throughout the whole show just fluctuates so intensely.
Did you watch his play The End of Longing?
No.
Because he did some sort of like press tour about it, and that's how I saw him in real life now.
Oh gosh.
And
How
he
was
like,
that?
oh my god, he's so boring.
But do we remember his
The end of longing. I was like, sorry, who are you?
I think I saw. Was it in London?
Yeah, it was in London.
Yeah. Do we remember his amazing appearance in the film 17 again though? One of my favorite movies ever made.
What was he?
He's like Zac Efron but older.
The older.
Yeah.
I can't remember it.
Yeah,
being
exactly. He's in it
him.
for like maybe 10 minutes, but like I just love that movie so much. What I really want to just talk about is 17 again and Zac Efron. That's what
Yeah, I've watched it. I've watched it like maybe 2 years ago. I've watched it
that's
when it came
incredible.
out, and then
What
I rewatched
a
it.
movie. What a film.
Do you know what?
That's real cinema right there.
Okay,
17 again.
before we move on, because our final one actually. Before we move on, actually, let's do our final one, and
Okay.
that was for all you Friends fans out there. If you don't watch Friends, then maybe close your ears for like 3 minutes while we talk about this one.
Okay.
Was Ross right? They were on a break, or was Rachel right? And he shouldn't have done that.
This is a very complicated one for me because I think that they were on a break and I think that Ross was right. But I don't want Ross to be right because I don't like Ross.
So
and
I
mean, I
disagree.
kind of love it. But like, and I also do disagree with myself that like if you've said you're on a break, but if they clarified that they were on a break and that they weren't together,
Yeah.
then it's kind of like fair play.
So that's the thing. So me and you are an item, and we've been for 3 years, right?
Oh my
Just
God,
to
my
lay
dream.
it out. Yeah. I'm winking across the table.
my lord.
Sorry, I'm just looking at a picture of Cheryl Cole, who's the next song. I'm comparing. Who got the bum end of the deal?
Cheryl Cole.
Ew. So imagine, 3 years, you're like, oh, you're the love of my life and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, fine, you have an argument. We're going on a break. Yeah, we're on a break. Leave, for maybe 10 minutes later, go to a bar. Like,
yeah, was it the night? It was the night
it was
of, wasn't
that
it?
night.
Yeah, see.
Sleep with someone, and then that's not okay.
No. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I just like in terms of the
If
definition
someone
of a
is the
break
love of
as
your
well.
life, like, then he like makes it such a drama that like he
Yeah.
loves her and everything. But really, if you're able to do that, it's not true love.
Mm-mm. Ooh, baby. You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Drop the mic.
Yeah,
So
no,
yeah,
you might have changed my mind on that one actually.
That's the
I just
only
always
thing.
thought that like it.
Technically, they were on a break.
And I think I did have this opinion before I had been in a serious relationship as well.
Yeah.
So actually now having done that, it's like, I don't think that's realistic. That it's the same evening. You've been together for 3 years.
Technically, they were on a break. So yeah, he's in every right to do what he wants. But
I don't think that's
morally,
right,
like,
yeah.
and ethically,
ethically, i.e.
if it was in a court, she would win. Like, he would have no
fair.
argument.
And also
So
we love
yeah,
Rachel.
so that is everything. So that is Ross and Rachel. We are Rachel fans. Stick around because this is the big debate. The big debate with Matt and Emily. So thank you if you've just joined us for the big debate. I love the intros I've made. They took me hours to make earlier, but they're all pre-recorded.
It's all worth it now, isn't it? Wow, I can really feel it. If any of you are here because of the ridiculous picture that we just put on social media as well, then welcome. That's what we
Welcome
look like.
everybody. Get involved if you have just tuned in. If not, thank you for all your suggestions. I know I keep saying I'm going to get in touch. We're getting a bit of activity now on social media, which is cool. We're going to try and do a podcast series very soon. And that will be, running on a couple of topics. We'll have different guests in for each one. They will only run for like sound bites, but they won't be live. They will be pre-recorded. So make sure you check both of our social media to see when that is coming out, because it will be very soon.
Do we have any Christmas themed debate topics?
Yes, we do.
Because I would like to bring up that I am wearing a Christmas jumper for the first
You
time
are.
today. Because, it's the 13th today and I'm not feeling
Yeah.
particularly Christmassy. And that does upset me because I was actually talking to a friend of mine the other day who said when she was little, she got to Christmas Eve and just didn't feel Christmassy and just cried the whole day. And that's one of my biggest fears. What if you get to Christmas Eve and
Yeah.
you're not feeling Christmassy
So
yet?
I'm not this year.
Me neither. I don't know what it is.
And I tell you why. So I'm going away on the 23rd.
Ooh, to where?
I'm going to Tenerife.
Oh my gosh, dreamy. Big
sun-
summer blowout.
It's just like for a bit of sun,
Cute.
because I can't deal with the winter
fair.
there. So my family are going as well.
That's
They
adorable.
were like, "Oh, do you want to come?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah.
So we're doing our own Christmas day. on the 16th, so this Sunday. Yeah, this Sunday.
Sorry, I nearly spat out my tea. This Sunday.
Because I think it's next Saturday we fly.
Right.
And like Sunday just fit well for everyone, and
Yeah,
it's
fair
quite
enough.
nice, and we'll do a big Christmas dinner and everything.
Are your decorations up?
Yeah, and
Have you got all your presents sorted?
So that's the thing, we're doing presents on the 16th. So we're pretending it's
Damn.
actual Christmas Day
OMG.
at home on the 16th. So I'm excited because, I get gifts early. It's always a plus.
Big fan of getting presents.
But that was leading me on to my thing. So on Christmas Day, actually, we are doing, I know I'm so comfortable right now if you could see me.
He's sitting like a proper
my double
radio
chin is like
presenter,
my
like leaning back in his chair.
Leaning back, I'm like
Yeah.
flat.
Yeah. You've got his hands bunched on his little belly.
I know, just chatting about life. So
Having a debate about
on
Christmas.
real Christmas Day when we're in Tenerife, we've done Secret Santa. So on top of the presents
cool.
we're getting for everyone on the 16th, we're doing, so everybody got drawn a name on this website that I found, and
Is it
you get emailed it.
drawnames.com?
I think so, maybe.
Yeah, it's a great one.
I don't know.
I love a Secret Santa.
Yeah, so
love it.
it's £20 limit, and you have to get it can't just be a funny gift like walk into Tiger and get you a giant piggy bank. It's
Was
got to
that
be
your
something.
suggestion?
No,
you hate
because
bad
I was
gifts.
I was like, no way, don't do it. So it's £20, but it's got to be something about the person. It can be funny, it can be hilarious, but as long as it's
a legit
thoughtful,
gift. Yeah.
a legit gift.
Yeah.
So I want to put to you, Secret Santa. Do you enjoy or do you not?
Absolutely yes, but it depends in what circumstance, because I've had a couple of friends this year who said that they've had Secret Santas where there's a big group and they barely know people, or they get people that are a bit annoying and you don't want to buy presents for those people. But in my friendship group at school, we used to do Secret Santas and you'd give each other clues and you try and figure out who it was, and that was always super fun. And I think that's quite good. And it's also great if you have a big family and you don't want to buy presents for every single person, because number one, you don't need all those presents. Number two, I don't have money for that. Number three, it's super fun. So I'm a big fan of Secret Santa, but you have to do it well.
Me too. However, I'm actually really not a big fan of, like you say. So I worked down in London, and we did Secret Santa. I worked obviously for, I'm not going to explicitly say because it's top secret.
Oh my gosh, he's a spy.
But where I
Guys, he's a
worked,
spy.
no, I did work in the
MI5.
government. So where I worked, it was we did it on the floor I was on, which was the top floor of the building. And, because I'm
Is that
a
the
top
best
floor
floor?
kind of guy.
Yeah. Top shelf.
I'm top shelf, elf on the shelf and all that. So we did it and we all got drawn names and everything. And I remember getting a really nice gift. I did get someone who I knew really well. So it worked out good.
Wait, so you gave the gift to someone?
So I gave a good gift to someone.
Okay.
It was a £10 limit, which I don't mind. I got them, so they loved this. They had this water bottle that counts how many bottles of water you've drunk in the day, so you can do.
I
4.
love that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So they had one and it broke, so I bought them a new one, and it was really nice. And it was thought out. And the person who had me got me this cocktail book. But it's not even that was a bad gift. It was a re-gift.
What?
No, I'm really not a fan of that. Because the book was $14.99, right? So A, it's a £10 limit, and B, you just could tell they'd had it in the house for a while, and then just thought, oh my god, Secret Santa tomorrow, I'm just gonna wrap that. And
that's abysmal.
It really wound me up.
And I think the point of Secret Santa is you've only got to buy one gift, guys. At least make that one gift good.
And also, I'm the type of person who you were meant to buy the best gift for. Because basically, I was the boss of the department I worked for.
Oh my God.
I was their private secretary, and underneath me was their PA. So I was in charge of their PA. So I was the gatekeeper to them. So if any of them wanted their work approved, or if any of them wanted any time or anything, it went through me first.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really smart move,
Yeah.
They didn't last 2 months.
Oh my god. So we're like, bye.
Thanks for the cocktail book.
Thanks for the cocktail book. See
Don't
ya
let the door
in
hit you
hell.
on the way out. So I'm really not a fan when it's done poorly.
I think, you just got to be... I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I will. I'm very good at buying gifts, and it's disappointing
Me
in a
too.
Secret Santa context when you're very good at buying gifts and the person who got you one
Yeah, and they're just mediocre.
was bad. Yeah. Disappointing. Very disappointing. But I do like a Secret Santa.
Disappointing.
Do you ever do it with clues?
No.
I quite like it with clues. I think it's quite funny.
You're like a detective, though.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. And you give
But
really intense clues.
I do really like it, but I don't know. It has to be done properly.
Yeah, indeed.
So Secret Santa, big yes. But
Bad Secret
I
Santa,
like
big
to choose who my people are.
Yeah, big up that.
Big up that. What do you think at home? Do you like Secret Santa? If you do, let us know.
We should have done a Secret Santa with the two of us.
I know. It would have been... Yeah. I was just about to be like, do you know what? That's a really good idea. Yeah. But then I realised, actually, we would know who got who.
Yeah, we would, yeah. We could have done it with the Solihull Radio people. That would have been quite fun.
Yeah.
Throughout the shows.
That would have been really
especially
funny.
With clues. You could have given each other clues.
Oh my God. I thought of something really rude that I can't say because we're actually live. If it was our podcast, I could say it. I would have got a certain someone a certain thing, but I'm not going to say it.
All right. Well, then just everyone can be left up to mystery.
I really want to tell you.
Maybe you should get us a new plant.
I'm going to tell you after.
Okay, good.
Well, I bought that plant.
Yeah, I know you bought that plant, but there's a plant on the desk, guys, for everyone at home.
Dying.
There's a big plant. And it used to be this beautiful red colour, and now I can only describe it as baby vomit. Like, yeah.
It's like brown.
It's very brown. But there are green leaves at the bottom of it. So
I think it's salvageable, if I'm honest.
Can we cut it? I don't really know much about gardening, but
yeah, I'll sort it out and I'll see if I can, fix it.
Because it was so beautiful. It was a very nice gift for the station. Thank you so much, Matt.
Well, it was when we had...
we're having some microphone issues today. Oh no.
So we're going to go to a song now.
I would just like to give everyone a mental image. So, oh my God.
Oh my God. I can't breathe.
Okay, the whole mic stand has come off. It is in Matt's hand. I wish I could take a photo. I will take a photo. Put a song on and we'll take a photo.
Okay, I'm going to put a song on now. So everybody, thank you for listening. Stay tuned for some more big debate. This is... This is Cheryl with Love Made Me Do It here on Solihull Radio.
I took the fast lane all of my life. I've been a bad girl, I've been a good wife. I don't have to think. When I go in, I go in. I'm falling hard like a million times. On number 7 of my 9 lives. The ink on my skin is all the places I've been. Oh my God, I'm such a sucker. I fall in love with every... Oh no, I won't apologize. Nah, 'cause I'm breaking all my rules, but love made me do it. Should've used my head 'cause my heart really blew it. Love made me do it. It wasn't my fault. Love made me do it. It wasn't my fault. Now I'm losing all my cool, but love made me do it. Should've used my head 'cause my heart really blew it. Love made me do it. It wasn't my fault. Love made me do it. And I do it again. Love made me do it. And I do it again. I did my time on the yellow brick road. I saw some shit that make your head explode. Had to do what I do just to get me to you. And all my friends are like, whoa, girl, stop. 'Cause they're the ones who pick the pieces up. It's bad for my health, but I just can't help myself. Oh my God, I'm such a sucker. I fall in love with every... Oh no, I won't apologize. Nah, 'cause I'm breaking all my rules, but love made me do it. Should've used my head 'cause my heart really blew it. Love made me do it. It wasn't my fault. Love made me do it. It wasn't my fault. Now I'm losing all my cool, but love made me do it. Should've used my head 'cause my heart really blew it. Love made me do it. It wasn't my fault. Love made me do it. And I do it again. Love made me do it. And I do it again. I'm not gonna justify why I wanna change my mind. 'Cause I'm a lover, not a hater. Sure as I won't take no blame for my behavior. No, I'm not gonna justify why I wanna change my mind.
kick Snoop Dogg. You know we about to make moves. You dig? I walk in the club like $1,000,000. First I hit the bar for a couple of shots. Wink at the beautiful women, I think I'm making them blush. Then I spill my drink, tryna cover it up. Got the dad dance moves, staying ready for them. Got the bad man groove, go steady on them. Hey, senorita in a beautiful dress. Do ya wanna dance? She's telling me yes. I got confidence in myself, but that's just tequila giving me help. Tryna cover it up so you never tell. I feel like dancing with you. It's your moves, baby, 'cause I can't dance in the way that you do. But I got that love that you ain't used to. Hey, and when the DJ's spinning that song that we grew to, oh my, come and teach me how to dance. Slow down. DJ play that track, checking my kung fu kicks like I'm under attack. I wave my arms like this from front to back. But you never seen a bad mother dance like that. Then you beckon me in with a kiss on the lips. Jump into the middle, come and wiggle your hips. My love, take my hand, I'll give you a spin. Step one, step twice, let the party begin. I got confidence in myself, but that's just tequila giving me help. Tryna cover it up so you never tell. I feel like dancing with you. It's your moves, baby, 'cause I can't dance in the way that you do. Yeah. But I got that love that you ain't used to. Hey, and when the DJ's spinning that song that we grew to, oh my, come and teach me how to dance. Dance to the rhythm of the D.O. G and the Thug. Watch how I be in the club. Looking, staring, daring, comparing. In my book they say sharing is caring. So give me your taste and make your hips just dip to the bass. And watch me run the line. See what I come to find. It's your moves, baby. You dig? 'Cause I can't dance in the way that you do. Yeah. But I got that love that you ain't used to. Hey, and when the DJ's spinning that song that we grew to, oh my, come and teach me how to dance. Dance to the rhythm of the D.O. 'Cause I can't dance in the way that you do. In my book they say sharing is caring. But I got that love that you ain't used to. Dance to the rhythm of the D.O. When the DJ's spinning that song that we grew to, you know we about to make moves. Come and teach me how to dance. You did.
Snoop Dogg, everybody. So that was Ollie Murs and Snoop Dogg. We have recovered from our microphone fail.
That was why I had to play 2 songs. It was quite something. It was, you know, when
It was
something
an
bad
ordeal.
something bad happens and it's very funny, and then there's a moment of being like, oh no, have we actually broken something? But we didn't. It's
Seriously,
fine.
we died.
It's
but
fine.
So now it's on to the part of the show where I'm going to say random topics now that I've just pulled up on my computer. So I haven't seen these. I've just seen the first one. And they're kind of funny, and they should kind of make you giggle. Yeah. Oh my god, can you hear the music? Faintly in the background.
Still going.
Get on the floor.
Get
It's a bit of
on the
Cher Lloyd,
floor.
yeah. So the first topic, everybody, is: should we execute anybody cosplaying?
Just that's the end.
So it also goes on as anything other than sans Undertale. So I don't understand, but I got the first bit.
Why would you read that one out if you didn't understand?
Well, I
it?
understood the first bit. I found it really funny. Should we execute anyone who cosplays? You know when they you know when they dress up in a costume.
Well, no, obviously. This is a debate. Well,
do you do that?
No.
Have you ever? Have you ever gone to a convention as like Princess Leia?
I've never. No. Oh my god, I
and
wish
a load
though.
of nerds have been around you going, "My queen."
Oh my god.
But yeah, I do think cosplaying's really. Do you know what? It does it quite fun.
Yeah, you know, if you do it well, if you do it
well.
right.
But I feel like people take it too seriously.
Yeah. But also, it's like it could be
You
very.
cannot
artistic.
touch her. She is Princess Leia.
Great work.
Do you know what I mean? No, that's. Have you seen the film Role Models with McLovin?
Yes.
Yeah, and McLovin plays someone called Oggy, who's in like this mystical realm of like
cosplayers. Yeah.
Yeah, and like their ending scene is them. They dress up as Kiss and go and try to find about it. You've seen it, right?
A long time ago,
If
and I
not,
don't
you
remember
have to
anything
watch it.
about
It's
it.
so funny. But that's the type of style thing.
Okay, got
and
it.
they're the type of people I don't like.
It can be a massive art form, though. I will say that people's artistry and cosplay can be incredible.
Yeah.
Let's leave it on that.
It's
But
okay.
I don't no, not execution.
No, not execution. That's a bit
Weirdo.
too much. The next one is the moon real.
Is the moon real? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yes. As in, you think it's a conspiracy?
So some people are, online are saying the moon is actually just a projection.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I don't think that.
Neither.
I
I'm
think
not
the
that
moon
dumb. I'm not
is
that
real.
like.
Do you think the moon landing was real? That's a more interesting question.
I do.
You do.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they would have staged that, and I think it would have been uncovered if they had.
But maybe it has been uncovered, but people just think they're crazy, so they're not listening to them. I don't. I think it did happen, but why
I
was
believe,
the flag
so
moving?
people have been into space.
Yes, they have.
And if they really wanted to, they could go to the moon now. Technology permits that.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it hasn't happened, it's possible, and I'm cool with it. I've made my peace with that.
I think the political instability at the time meant that they could have faked it, and I think that's very funny. Like, the thought of faking the moon landing to me is just really funny. That they went into a studio and did that is hilarious. But the main thing is that the flag was moving in the breeze, and there's no breeze on the moon. But I mean,
really,
yeah. So the flag's like moving as if it's in the wind.
But there might be like polar winds.
Yeah,
on
we
the
have.
moon.
Yeah,
Who knows?
we have
no
no
one's
idea.
been like.
Whenever anyone says, I'm like, but the flag was
There's
moving.
no wind on the moon.
There's no atmosphere.
I've been. It was
I've
really,
been.
really, really chill up there. Yeah, there was nothing.
Yeah.
How could a flag be? You cooked a marshmallow up there and I couldn't cook it.
That's a very good accent. Well done. That was incredible.
It's great, isn't it?
I just really lost myself in that character.
Literally, I'm going to call it. Well, I'm going to reveal to everyone. I'm going to do this thing for my family. I'm going to make this video. There's a TV show called This Country.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen it.
I've not seen it.
It's a really funny. It's like a mockumentary.
Okay.
And it's just about this
I
character.
love
And I'm going to
mockumentaries.
create a character called Matthew. Like Matthew.
Amazing.
But Matthew. And it's a real big fan of Christmas. And that's going to be my accent.
Oh, that's great.
And it's going to I'm going to gift it to my family as
Oh, what a precious gift.
funny video on Christmas.
Video
on
of
Christmas
you.
morning in 11 Arif. Yeah.
Incredible.
You
Incredible
got the
comedy.
joke.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was actually a proper head back laugh. You got this proper laugh.
It's not like mine though.
Next
so
topic,
the
next
next one
topic.
is actually really, really quite controversial. I'm
Oh,
blown
gosh.
away by this after just reading it. I'm trying to not read it until I've read it out loud to you.
Okay.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? That's mind blowing.
No, it's not a sandwich. It's a hot dog.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's a hot dog. I think sandwiches have to be defined by... Oh, I'm now doubting of everything I've ever
That's
thought.
the thing, because I was like, no. And then
No,
in
no,
my
no.
mind, I've just gone, wait, with the bread roll, you only open it, kind of do you know what I mean? You don't
Yeah.
have to cut it.
Yeah, but there's bread on the bottom and bread on the top. That's a sandwich for me. A hot dog is different. It's a different
You kind of
categorization.
you open the bread, right? In a hot dog.
Yeah,
You
but you
slice
open
it
it.
and you put the sausage in.
That was such a serious explanation, and then we got so far into it. And then the sausage goes where?
The sausage goes inside the bun.
Okay, got it.
Put a squirt a bit of mayo on.
Yeah.
Not mayo.
Oh, I thought that was intentional. I thought that was an intentional joke. I think it's even less funny that
I
it wasn't
meant
intentional. Mustard. There's
Um,
mayo on a...
Yeah, but after all those little innuendos, then
Yeah,
mayo
it
was
just
the
ready in your mind.
I was
I'm
gonna say
actually
something.
quite passionate that it's not a sandwich.
So me
I'm
too.
interested by the provocation, but
I
it's
am,
not a
but it
sandwich.
has just blown my mind a little bit.
Yeah, I've never thought about that before.
No,
It's got to
neither.
be that the bread is on the bottom, the bread is on the top. And with a hot dog, you're slicing it down the middle. And as we said, putting the sausage into the bun. And that is the top of the sausage is revealed. So it's not a sandwich. But that did throw me a bit, I have to say.
Yeah, no, it did throw me.
I was
as well.
expecting something quite intense and that it was about sandwiches. But I'm happy with that.
So the next one I'm gonna do is I don't even know right now because some of these are mind blowing. Some of these aren't.
This would be that if we did this as a podcast, we would.
Oh my
prepare.
god! Sorry, no. This is one that I read about 4 hours ago.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
What is the front of your hand and what is the back of your hand? So I think, just to explain to everyone listening at home, because obviously we're pretending that this is just us two right now. I think normally the bit with your palm on is the front.
Yeah, that's the front.
And the bit with the knuckle is the back.
It's the back.
However, just put your hands to your sides. That bit faces out.
It's the
So
front.
usually that would be the front, and then that would be the back.
But you do refer to that as the back
When
of
you're
your
looking
hand.
at it, you're looking at it that way, you know, when you're looking at your palm. So yeah, you think, oh, that's the front, that's the back. But really, you don't normally look at people like that. You look at people like that.
Yeah, that's really weird.
High five. You know, like, it's crazy.
That's very. It's strange that we do refer to that as the back of your hand, like, you know, the expression, like, I know
Yeah.
it like the back of my hand.
I backhanded
But
her.
really, the back of your hand is. We've really gone into strange territory. But really, the back of your hand is the front of your hand.
I need to leave.
You need to excuse yourself, sir. I think the back of your hand is actually the front of your hand, because that's the bit that's revealed to the world the most, you know?
Yeah.
Like the palm is like the underside. That's very strange.
It is
Ooh.
weird. Yeah.
I'm into these ones that like blow my mind a little bit.
So they are cool. The next one is a cool one.
We're going quick fire now, quick fire.
Yeah,
Lightning
but
round.
this is one that I've just thought of again.
Okay.
Would schools work better being segregated sex-wise? Would it be better for all girls schools and all boys schools? Or do you think a mixed school is appropriate?
I really like this topic. Okay. I went to an all-girls high school.
You're a boarder.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to an all-girls Australian
filthy
high school.
boarder.
So, Jamaican, hello. I have honestly no idea, because I had a great time at my school, but I know that a lot of people didn't. And there are a lot of studies, like a lot of legitimate scientific studies, that show that women, like girls, work better when they're in a all-girl environment, and that boys work better academically, in terms of academia, work better when there are girls around.
Yeah.
So
they can copy them.
So they can. I think it's honestly down to like very basic, like, I want to impress people vibes. Like if there's girls, like it was pretty dramatic at my high school, because there was
I agree.
there was like another high school. There was another high school down the road where in year 9 it was all boys up until year 9, and then in year 9 they started accepting girls.
Yeah.
And that's literally because of those studies that say that the boys do better with girls around, so they'd like let the girls in. But it was like blasphemy if you left our all-girls school to go to the boys' school, because they'd be like, oh, I'm going for performing arts, oh, I'm going for academia, the sports bit there, and we're like, no, you're going for the boys and we hate you. And then we got over that, because
You're bitter.
Yeah. I was bitter because I didn't have any friends that were boys. I was
Go away.
Yeah.
You're cheeky.
But I don't know, because I think that men and women should learn things together, and I think it's important for them to be together from the start, so that you can learn more about the other. And we also have to consider that there are not only two genders, like that if you are a trans person, going to a single sex school can be very stressful, and I can't imagine how stressful that would be to grow up in that environment. But I do also respect that I had a really great time at my all-girls school, and
It's all right for some.
Yeah, it's all right for some.
But yeah, no, I think you should have like mixed schools. I
Yeah.
don't agree. I don't agree that you should have, segregated. I get that there's places, and I have no problem with them. It's not like I have a problem where you went to school. There's a private school in Solihull called St. Martin's, and they only accept girls. And then Solihull School, the private school, used to be only boys up until about maybe like 7 years ago. They first accepted girls.
Yeah.
So St. Martin's was like the private for girls, and Solihull was the private for boys.
Right.
But I have no problem with that.
Yeah, it's weird as well, because only quite recently have I realized that even though I went to an all-girls school, there wasn't really a lot of like female solidarity. Like, I often felt like a bit of a loser for going to an all-girls school, because I know I am a loser, so it's proved. But I didn't really have any like friends who were boys, and I didn't, I always thought going to a girls' school was a bit of like a lame thing to do. But now, like, the stuff I'm seeing about my current school, there's a lot of stuff about like being really proud that you're a woman. And like, it's very cool that in like all of our assemblies and all of our leadership positions were women. Most of our teachers were women. All the time you're surrounded by all of these amazing women. That's a really cool environment to be around, and to grow up in that kind of environment is great, and gives sometimes is terrible, but in a lot of cases can give girls a lot of confidence and like love for
completely
women.
So the next one, the final one of our random ones.
Ooh.
And this is a really random one.
So random. You're
So random. And then we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back with some more serious ones. It is, if fish are submerged in water, are they aware they are wet?
No, I don't think they are.
So if you think you know how some get washed up on dry land.
Okay, yes.
Do you think they think they're wet then? You know, is our dry, they're wet?
Whoa.
Yeah, mind blowing.
Okay.
And on that note, we will leave it there for our random ones. Keep listening to the big debate.
What a way to end it.
I know.
Are dry, is there wet? Straight into a song.
Right, keep it with the big debate, everybody. The Big Debate with Matt O'Neill and Emily Howard.
Give it to me. I met a boy last week trying to run that game. Made it sound so sweet when he say my name. I said, boy, stop, run it back. You can talk that talk, but can you play that sax? Met a boss last night buying out the bar. Said I can ride top down in his Jaguar. I'm like, boy, stop, run that back. You can drive all night, but can you play that sax? Baby, baby, I've been waiting for the one to blow my mind. Baby, maybe you can get it if you got that thing I like. I need a stick with the chains round so the top of red hot love that got me freezing. 'Cause say you can go all night the way you lay that check. But if you wanna hear me sing, you better play that sax. Give it to me. Last week, honey, he's so vain. Yeah, he been loving himself more than Kim and yeah. I'm like, boy, stop, run that back. Goddamn you, father, can you play that sax? With a hard ass too, Mr. Know-It-All. Think you got flood down to a formula. I'm like, boy, stop, run it back. Back a big guy, Cuba, can you play that sax? Baby, baby, I've been waiting for the one to blow my mind. Baby, maybe you can get it if you got that thing I like. I need a stick with the chains round so the top of red hot love that got me freezing. 'Cause say you can go all night the way you lay that check. But if you wanna hear me sing, you better play that sax. Give it to me. Okay. Yeah. You better play that sax. Okay. Fancy cars or bass guitars, fellas in suits smoking on cigars. Those little boys making all that noise, but you ain't gon' steal the show. No fancy cars or bass guitars, fellas in suits smoking on cigars. Just play that song I know. Take a deep breath and blow.
Get loose, get right, get a grip and rock me all night.
Hold tight, lean back, play what I want with that sax.
Get loose, get right, get a grip and rock me all night.
Hold tight, lean back, play what I want with that sax. I need a stick with the chains round so the top of red hot love that got me freezing. 'Cause say you can go all night the way you lay that check. If you wanna hear me sing, if you wanna hear me sing, if you wanna
Flurry's there with Sax, and you are listening to the Big Debate. We are getting Christmassy again on the Big Debate. You are listening with me and
those
Emily.
Sleigh bells coming in.
Yeah, I thought it was nice that we have a little Christmas introduction because we're back onto the Christmassy things.
Christmas is a coming, folks.
Christmas is a coming, and we are into our last 13 minutes or so of our broadcast. It has been an absolute blast, so thank you for listening in.
It's been a mixed bag.
It has been a mixed bag.
We had the microphone
Very weird.
debacle. Oh, sad times.
We had that whole,
Feels like could have been years ago.
Oh, I know, it's like time flies when you're having fun. So one of my last questions I'm going to put out for the debate table, and Emily, feel free if you have any topics to throw out there, please
I
do.
should. Although we do have 13 minutes left, so it's not very long.
I mean, we can squeeze a couple in.
Yeah.
Christmas jumpers.
Yeah.
Like the one you're wearing now.
Yeah, it's
all
revolting.
December long, or kind of just like once or twice?
Usually I do wear this jumper pretty much for the whole of December. But
Get
as
out.
I say, get out. But I've not really been wearing it I reckon about this time is a good time to start wearing them.
Yeah.
Like about the 10th.
It's nice. I get it. It is really nice. But also, I do think there's a limit with it.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I'm like, do you know what? They're not cool. Like, I've got one. So my one I think is really funny. It's a giant pug with a Santa hat, and it's Bar Hum Pug.
That's great. That's
It's
fantastic.
just, I find it really tickles me.
Yeah, I like puns.
So,
some of them are not great. This one I got at a vintage kilo sale.
Okay.
And I love it.
Yeah. Yours
It's
is cute.
embroidered.
It's classic.
I like
it's
that it has-
completely classic.
I love a Christmas jumper with 3D elements.
Yeah, no,
you know,
it's
things
just,
coming
it's
off
really
it.
classic.
Thank
It's,
you.
It's like tacky chic in a way.
it's
Like,
like-
I love it when Christmas is, you have to embrace the tat.
You do, yeah. Someone's nan definitely knitted this, and I love that.
It's just like, it is epic. Like,
There's
it's
like it's a
traditionally
winter
Christmas.
scene. I'll
There's
try
a
and-
snowman, there's Christmas. It like reminds me of, in a garden centre, they do those like mini towns. It
Oh my
reminds me
gosh.
just of that. And it's
That's-
really like, it is really festive.
Such a compliment. Thank
As
you
much
so
as I
much.
wouldn't like, wear
Wear
that
it.
all year round. No, like
Yeah,
I would so
as much
wear
as I
that in
wouldn't
December.
Wear that.
I'd so wear that like once.
Oh, thanks. Like the one time. It's just because I have quite a lot of Christmas jumpers now. Because I'm
I love it.
I'm a Christmas enthusiast, so people often
But
buy
this
me
is-
Christmas things.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say, what is your opinion of the jumper? Because I keep seeing it, and I'm actually going to start ripping it off people's chests
Okay,
if I
what
see
does it
another
say?
one. If it's a Christmas jumper saying like some form of slaying,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I can't deal with it.
Take that off. Put it in the
Like,
fire.
I'm just here to slay,
it.
or I'm just
Burn it.
slaying this year, or something, and it really winds me up. I hate it.
I would only accept that in an ironic context, but it's hard when people are walking. It's hard to know if it's ironic. It's probably not.
It's just
Probably
so
people are
annoying.
legit.
Like, it's really
yeah,
annoying.
those kind of ones that are like.
I'm cool with like the ones that are, I don't know, like my one, like a bit satirical, like
Satirical.
I like using the word satirical. I know it's like meant to be a bit funny. A satire.
It's satire. This pug Christmas jumper is satirical.
It
No, I
also
love it.
reminds me of the word like tyrannical. When
Yes.
someone's like a tyrannical
Yeah,
dictator
yes,
or something.
It does. It's great.
Tyranny.
Tyranny. I'm a tyrant.
Who needs it?
But yeah, in terms of wearing it all December long, Christmas is a special time. If you wear it for the whole of December, then it's not special. But then again, I do have quite a few Christmas things I need to get through. So, and also because, as I mentioned last week, my mum and I do Christmas markets. At those, it's completely justifiable to wear Christmas jumpers at any point. So
yeah, I'm all for Christmas jumpers in moderation.
In moderation. Yes.
Like a couple of times, if you're at work, like I'm cool for like a Christmas jumper day, and like
Yeah, that's cute.
Like I think they're really cute, but
Mhm.
not all the time.
I just feel so sad for people who work in retail or any kind of like public facing roles where there's just Christmas music playing from about October, and you just have to deal with that.
So
I ain't about that.
where I work, ours didn't start in store until like the 28th of November. So
Yeah,
it
see,
was
that's
really
still-
late.
That's been a long time that you've been listening to those songs though.
But they have it still mixed in with like current
Oh,
pop
that's
songs as
good.
well, so it's fine.
Because I think someone was talking to a Tesco employee the other day, and they said that they have one CD. The CD has 15 tracks, and it plays from the end of October till New Year's. That's
crazy.
like absolute torture, torturous, so bad.
But the thing that's gutting where I am is it's a playlist like Spotify, which is good. However, it's a randomized one, so you never get the same like you never get the same order that the song's played in. So some days your favourite song won't play.
Oh, right.
And it's a killer. And there's 2 songs. So there's a new song by Halsey called Without Me.
Okay.
And it's really good. And
Yeah.
they've added Rita Ora, Let You Love Me to it. And
Oh
they're
my
my
God.
jams. And they've only come on a couple of times while I've been there. And I listen for them every day. And do you know the gutting thing? This is going to be like so
Oh, no.
not necessary for your life. But I went out the back for a couple of minutes, walked back out, and just heard the end note of the Halsey song.
No.
Hadn't heard it in 3 weeks. I nearly cried.
Oh, gosh.
Someone was like, "Excuse me, can you help me?" I was like, "No."
Especially at Christmas, those are the things that keep you going in retail.
Are out, you know.
So bad. I would just also like to note, this is the Katy Perry Christmas song that you like, isn't it?
It is. It's Crazy Little Christmas.
Are you buzzing about it?
The Amazon original. A cozy little Christmas here with you. Da 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 da. Fun fact: I was in the choir in the background of this song.
No, you weren't.
Da da dum dum.
You weren't.
Da 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 dum dum.
You're a liar. Stop
a cozy
lying.
little Christmas here with you. Yeah, I was.
You weren't. Absolutely
I was
not.
indeed, and I'm just going to replay
Fake news.
the song.
Fake news.
Final couple of Christmas ones before we end. We've got 8 minutes left, and we are going to be ending with a great song for this evening.
What's it gonna be?
It is going to be. You'll find out later.
Yeah.
It's not Christmas related though.
Okay, that's fine.
It's just about people making money. You know, people making the shmoney.
Dem cash money.
Dem cash money. Yeah.
You know what I'm doing this year, Matt? I'm slaying.
Oh, look at me. I'm slaying all day.
Oh, it's so
Shut
bad.
up.
Shut up, mate.
Shut up. Go put kettle on. Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
It's both. We don't have to define ourselves by labels, guys. Don't label
That was
yourself.
such a you response.
Guys, you don't have to define yourself by a label.
Be non-binary.
Yeah, if you want, that'd be great. Go for it.
I
Live
don't
your
understand
truth.
that, no.
Live your truth.
No, don't live your truth. Pick one,
You're the
Christmas
worst.
or Halloween.
I would say...
This is not a time that you can choose non-binary.
Sure it is. You can all...
There's 37 options.
Okay, I would say... I'd actually say I identify more with it as a Halloween movie than I identify with it as
So I
Christmas movie.
get that. I actually really do.
I don't know.
Christmas
I would
movie. Christmas
it's both.
movie.
It's both. You can watch it
It's
both.
a Nightmare Before Christmas. It's a Christmas
But
movie.
Nightmare, that's Halloween.
So it's one of the Christmas debates that's just never
Never
that has
ends.
always never ended for generations. It's the 1993 stop motion animated classic Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie? The clever movie does little to settle the question itself. The movie tells the story of Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King of Halloween Town. In the role of Jack organises Halloween a year after year to great delight, and the residents who just love the holiday of Halloween. But one year Jack tries the
Are
routine.
you just going to say the whole plot of this movie?
Well, I was just trying to read, but it actually is like 4 pages long. So
I was knowing when
thought
to
there was
stop
going to
you.
be an end to be like, but our fans here think that it's like, you know,
To be fair, I
Christmas.
haven't watched it in a couple of years. So maybe I should do a review.
However, the article ends, nobody will ever deny that Nightmare Before Christmas is a great Halloween movie.
Yes.
But it can rightfully be watched after October the 31st. Up until
It can
Christmas.
indeed. That can be the brink of your Halloween Christmas time.
That's
It can be
crazy.
really. You can join those 2 seasons together. You know what I'm talking about.
Here comes my solo.
Oh my god. Here it is.
Da, 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 da.
Everyone is. Can you hear everyone clicking off? Can you hear everyone stopping this broadcast?
I know. I'm so sorry. That was so inappropriate for a second time. Everyone's like, stop. Well, we actually are at the end of our big debate. So I think this is it for me and Emily this year on Solihull Radio, if I'm honest.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Maybe. I might do one next week, depending on if my schedule allows.
Oh, yes.
My busy schedule.
When are you next on then? 'Cause
So
then-
after that, then I will be
'cause you're off
back
to
in the
Tenerife.
new year.
OMG.
I will try and record some featured content to pop onto the Podbean. So listen out for that. But right now, this seems to be our last one. And we just wanted, before we went, to flag up that you should make sure to look out and check our social medias all for our new podcast that will be coming out in January. It's going to be epic.
It's going to be epic, guys.
We are very excited.
We're going to talk about some things.
Some things.
You're gonna
We
hear
have a
some
great
stuff.
idea, and it's going to be very different to what you're usually into. It's going to be a 30 to 45-minute podcast, but also it's going to be, you know, unfiltered. So we will talk about anything.
And it won't matter if I accidentally swear.
Exactly. She can
Swear
do what
on the
she
air.
wants. So we will be bringing you that in January time. But for now, playing us out, it is Gwen Stefani featuring Eve with the amazing smash hit, Rich Girl.
Oh, yeah.
If I was a rich girl, na 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 na. See, I'd have all the money in the world. If I was a wealthy girl, don't make it test me, impress me. My cash flow will never ever end. 'Cause I'd have all the money in the world. If I was a wealthy girl, think what that money could bring. I'd buy everything. Clean out Vivian Westwood in my Galliano gown. No, wouldn't just have one look. A Hollywood mansion if I could. Please book me first class to my fancy house in London town. All the riches, baby, won't mean anything. All the riches, baby, won't bring what your love can bring. All the riches, baby, won't mean anything. Don't need no other, baby. Your loving is better than golden. Na na. If I was a rich girl, na 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 na. See, I'd have all the money in the world. If I was a wealthy girl, don't make it test me, impress me. My cash flow will never ever end. 'Cause I'd have all the money in the world. If I was a wealthy girl. Candy for every sugar girls too. Inspire me and they'd come to my rescue. I'd dress them wicked, I'd give them names. Love angel music, baby, hurry up and come and save me. All the riches, baby, won't mean anything. All the riches, baby, won't bring what your love can bring. All the riches, baby, won't mean anything. Don't need no other, baby. Your loving is better than golden. Na na.
Come together all over the world, from the hood to Japan, Harajuku girls. What? It's all love. What? Give it up. What? What? Come together all over the world, from the hood to Japan, Harajuku girls. What? It's all love. What? Give it up. What?
What happened to my life turned upside down? Chicks that blew your mind, ding, it's the second round. Original track and ding, you know you can't buy these things, no. See Stefani in the Lamb, I rock the fetish people, you know who I am.
Yes, man, we got the style that's wicked. I hope you can all keep up. We climbed all the way from the bottom to the top. Now we ain't getting nothing but love.